a new home for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, so
Hey everybody, it's Jacob here again. Welcome to episode number 92. In this episode, you'll see me traveling from the island of Bantayan in the Philippines to the island of Bohol. And actually, part of Bohol, a small island off Bohol, is Panglao Island. So I'm actually journeying all the way from Bantayan all the way to Panglao. So that's what's coming up. And incidentally, I did end up meeting up with Happiness again, the girl that I met in episode 90. And she accompanied me back to Bohol, where she's actually from. And so that she's in there a little bit. But this is actually the same time also that I realized, also described in the episode number 90, this is the same time that I realized that my cash had been stolen out of my bag. I hadn't actually realized that there was any missing cash until a couple days before this point. So, you know, with things kind of came to a point where I was a little less inclined to be filming. I wasn't feeling, even though I was enjoying the Philippines, I wasn't really feeling excited about things because the exact same time those girls left me alone in Bantayan Island is the exact same time I realized my cash was missing. So anyway, so it took me a few days to kind of get back into the swing of things and start filming again. So my filming's a little bit hit and miss toward the end of this this trip to Panglao, but I'll share with you the best parts of it, and we'll keep going on with the interesting story of these two girls. So that's it. Enjoy the video. So they'll kind of push you into the cheaper ticket here, which is this guy, but this one over here goes to Hagnaya Port. So actually spend a little more, go to Hagnaya, you get a little more direct route back to Cebu. So that's what I'm learning so far anyway. Just waiting here for the bus to show up and then load my luggage on the bus and get on the ferry. So it's about an hour and a half ferry ride if you're going from Santa Fe to Hagnaya Port, and like I said, Hagnaya is kind of the better option, so it's a little more direct route into Cebu, a little closer, so the bus ride will be less to go to Hagnaya Port. So that's my suggestion. We're almost there right now. We'll be at the port, and then we'll be on the bus for about a 4-hour ride. And the bus does stop once on the way for a bathroom stop and snacks and stuff. So it's a story. So the tide is like at its highest right now, so it gives you the steepest angle when you're unloading the ferry. So they're trying to pile up a bunch of rope and stuff to give a better angle for the bus to get off the ferry. So when we left, the angle was actually like super level and everyone stayed on the bus and we drove right onto the ferry. But whether you stay on or off kind of depends on the conditions. So anyway, this will be interesting. They're gonna take this bus off and put that bus on. Oh, I did it! Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown here at the Cebu ferry port of how everything works here and where you get your ticket and the whole nine. I'm going to run through pretty fast here because my ferry leaves in just a couple minutes. So here we go. Okay, outside of the gate, before you get into the gates of the terminal here, that's where you get your tickets. So where all the crowd is right there, you start there, you get all your tickets. And you come and you go this way and you come into the actual terminal once you have your tickets. Oh, thank you. Alright, so once you get into this part, you come down through, you pay your terminal fee on the right here. 25 pesos per person right now. After you pay your terminal fee, you go through another checkpoint here. Thank you. And then you come in here, and you got to put all your bags through security and pass your phone around through the scanners. So I'm gonna stop filming for a second so I can pass my phone around and that stuff. Once you go through security, you got to go through. You go to your check-in counter. So we're using OceanJet this time, so OceanJet check-in counter. After you do the OceanJet check-in counter, then you got to go over here to baggage counter, and you got to check all your bags at the baggage counter. So that's the next step. Once you've done all that, then you're ready to go in to the final area. One more check of your ticket, and then they'll tell you which gate you're going through, and then you just wait at your gate, and off you go. So today I'm going out of gate number 7, but don't have to worry about leaving too fast, I guess, because there's not a boat here yet. Okay, we're on the way to Bohol on the fast ferry. It'll take actually a couple hours. So Bohol is not cheap like a lot of places. 500 peso to go to Panglao Island. So that's pretty much the going rate. But they started off asking like 900 or 1,000, but it seems like 500 is the lowest they'll go. So you got like 500 peso to get anywhere on a taxi or a tuk-tuk or anything. So oh well. That's why we're here, to check it all out and find out. So Happiness and Chenna and a couple of their friends came over for my 47th birthday and put on a nice little party for me. I didn't film too much of it, but I enjoyed my day and just relaxed and had a good time with everyone. Can I have one of those? So if you're on Panglao Island, Alona Beach is the place to be. So I'm here, I'm checking it out. I'm only on Panglao Island a few days, but definitely want to make sure I see the hot spots here. So there's a big parking area, especially if you have a motorbike. They'll find room, 25 peso to park, and then this is the trendy part of Alona Beach. Okay, they do brew beer in Bohol in one place, and so I've found one of the craft brewed beers here. Let's have a. It's actually an IPA, they say. I'm gonna find out. First taste, not bad. Maybe not the best one I've ever had, but considering where I'm at, I can't argue. Only costs 3 times the price of a local beer, so I'm not sure I'll be doing many of these, but I'm glad to try it. Well, if you watch Filipino TV, there's Cajun. She has visited that in one of her videos recently. Said that was a good place. If I don't get run over.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see
Alona Beach
something
and sunset.
shimmering in your eyes.
It's so beautiful. Also.
And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning gowns. Would you follow me to wander? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is imposter. When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in. So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slow.
Yeah, anyway, the Pyramid Resort is just set back behind here. It'd be an awesome place to stay. So if anyone's thinking of coming to Panglao Island in Bohol, from the reviews I've read and location and everything else, this one is really a pretty good spot. So definitely worth checking out. Right in the middle of all the good action and good beach and everything. Man, these are just absolutely perfect tacos. So delicious. Had to come back here after I walked all around. This place is called The Sun. It's a coffee and craft beer bar. It's kind of perfect. Alright, well, we're leaving Bohol today. Here at the ferry port. And Panglao in Bohol. Pretty good trip. I didn't do anything too exciting, but enjoyed a lot of beach time. So a lot of pool time.
When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in.
Okay, so the story of the girls and happiness. You know, I should have probably seen maybe some red flags right out of the gate and just cut ties with them and Bantayan Island. But you know, I was actually really interested in happiness because as I got to know more about her, I found out, well, she's a really interesting girl because she's got a college degree. She's also a certified scuba diver. She's like a fish in the water. She was interested in traveling. She had a passport. I mean, really, you know, of course she's beautiful and everything else. So yeah, I was thinking, you know, it's the girl I kind of want to know more. So even though they, you know, the two of them left me in Bantayan, I was interested in getting to know her a little more. Plus, I really wanted to see Bohol and I wanted to see Panglao Island. So I was planning to go a second place on my trip, so that's where I chose to go. So anyway, but getting now to this point you're at in the video, it ended up that Happiness left again, and she had her reasons that seemed legitimate at the time, but then more red flags are starting to show up. Like how she's just like disappearing, even though I was like basically in her hometown. So yeah, I actually just enjoyed the rest of my trip there, and I didn't really spend a lot of time with her or really worry about it too much. But after I left there, I did actually stay in touch with her and kind of was believing her stories about why I didn't see her there, and stayed in touch with her for quite a while. But classic Filipino red flags. I mean, and when you're in the heat of it, it's harder to see than when you look at it from the outside. But now looking back on it, it's like, of course, everything's so obvious. But basically, it was obvious to me after a while that she was one of those girls that has probably multiple guys on the hook at any given time, and I mean, I can't prove exactly what was going on there, but that's the sense I got. I'm pretty sure she had several different guys that she's playing all at the same time, but then she, and I can understand that. If you're in a position of these girls, I mean, you're looking for any guy who will actually show up and treat you right, I guess. But looking for the best guy you can. But that I was literally there in her hometown, and she wasn't giving me very much attention, so that was red flag city. But anyway, you could tell that she's just she's that kind of girl. So yeah, I eventually just had to completely cut off all ties with her. But anyway, that didn't mean I didn't enjoy my trip and have fun with those girls. So I don't regret any of that. Just the way it goes.